Hey now, say now, welcome back to the New Mexico State Aggies Dynasty. Aggies on the verge of the Pac-12 title game appearance, but also has their sights set on the college football playoffs. One of two teams that are still undefeated, they must not look too far ahead and stay the course to close out the season. They head to SoCal to take on the 4-6 San Diego State Aztecs, and going into the game, the Aggies ranked number 12 in the country with a clear path to the playoffs. Action kicks off midway through the first. Isaac Wilson takes the snap from the 37 and he fires a strike up the seam to Isaiah Beta, who hauls it in for the nice gain. They later go for it on 4th and 1 from the 1, and Deshaun Humphreys punches it into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. Aggies take a 7-0 lead early in this one. Aztecs look to match the score when on 1st and 10 from the 49, quarterback Sean Mallett pump fakes and throws a strike to wide receiver Pat Dwyer for a 20-yard gain. Later on 3rd and 12, Aggies send the heat and it gets home. Mallett fumbles and it's recovered by Malachi Tayase, and the Aggies forced to turn over, getting the ball back for their offense. Looking to capitalize off the turnovers, Aggies look to set up a screen and it goes to Humphreys. It's executed perfectly and he outruns the defense, and he's going to run for a big gain as he's eventually pushed out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Very next play, Wilson's going to fake the handoff. He then's going to scramble right, and he's going to throw it on a rope to Alex Wing for another huge gain on the drive. Facing a 3rd and 10 from the 11, Wilson takes a snap from the gun empty. He doesn't see a receiver. He tucks it and sprints for the end zone, and he gets a touchdown, Aggies. Tough running by QB1 there as he plows his way to the end zone for the score. SDSU now down 14. Sean Mallett's going to take the snap from the 47. He pumps again, and he's going to look up and find an open receiver, Derek Spielman, behind the linebacker for a 26-yard gain. They cap off the drive later on the 1st and goal from the 1. Femi Faria powers it through for an Aztec touchdown, cutting the lead 14-17. Following drive, Aggies look the answer. Wilson's going to find Dom Dorad on an out route, and he makes a great catch on the sideline for the first down. He later finds tight end Wyatt Hook on the screen pass, and he walks it to the end zone, extending the Aggies' lead back to 2 scores. Aztecs looking to run a 2-minute drill before the half, but Mallett doesn't see the corner lurking, and it's picked off by cornerback Neaton Mitchell as he intercepts it, taking it back to the 35-yard line, getting it back for the Aggies' offense. The offense does stall when they get the ball back, and they kick it, settling for 3, extending the lead 24-7. Same score going into the half where the Aggie offense was rolling, gaining 14 first down and averaging 6.5 yards per play. Their defense is also being very stingy, only allowing 1 score and already has 2 turnovers in the first 2 quarters. Going into the 3rd quarter, Wilson's going to bring a Beta in motion. He's going to pitch it to him. They set up blocks on the outside, and he breaks contain, and he's going to break off a big catch and run. He's at the 30, the 20, and he's eventually caught at the 6-yard line. Big play out of the half. 2 plays later, Abita's then going to catch it on the bubble screen, and then he's going to plow his way into the end zone for an Aggie touchdown. Perfectly executed drive out of the half to extend the lead. SDSU now down big, facing a 4th and 3. Mallett's going to find Spielman on a short route, and he's going to convert the line again. He then later catches a bubble screen a few plays later, picking up another 14 yards on the drive. They eventually cap off the drive when Faria's going to take the halfback draw, follow his lead blocking, and he's going to walk into the end zone untouched for 6. 34-15 now, 7 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Mallett sends a man in motion. He's going to stand in the pocket and throw it up the middle to Brian Antonio to pick up the first down and more. A few plays later from the 28, Mallett is hit as he throws, but he finds a way to get it to John Fario, who gets away from the defender, turns it upfield for a big gain down inside the 10. They end up facing a 3rd and goal from the 4. Mallett drops back to pass and finds Will Sherfrieni in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Aztecs cut the lead to 12 with 5 to play. Unfortunately for them, the Aggies played keep away to perfection, eventually converting on a 4th and inches late in the quarter to ice the game. Aggies hold on for the 34-22 win over the Aztecs and San Diego. Another stellar performance from Isaac Wilson, 277 yards and 3 touchdowns on 82% completion percentage. The last opponent in the way of a perfect regular season was the UTSA Roadrunners, and the Aggies head to San Antonio looking to wrap up a dominant season. Going into the finale, New Mexico State was ranked number 9 in the country and one of 2 undefeated teams left in the country, the other being Notre Dame. They were projected to be number 4 seed in the 2028 college football playoff, But that was not the only storyline going into the season finale. Defensive end DJ Warner was currently second in the Heisman watch as he has dominated offensive lines all season long. Racking up 20 sacks and 34 TFLs, Warner is aiming to be the only full-time defensive player to win the prestigious award. It would be a tall task, but he was quick to prove that he was up for the challenge. In the first quarter, he picks up sack number 21 as he got a great jump off the line and was quick to pursue the scrambling quarterback Robert Pettigrew, wrapping him up with certainty. Roadrunners were then facing a 3rd and 6 down 3 when Pettigrew tries to throw a quick slant, but is jumped and picked off by cornerback Jacoby Campbell, and he ends up taking this one all the way back for a 38-yard pick six. Aggies defense showed their might early on in this one, and their offense matched their intensity. When quarterback Isaac Wilson took the snap from the 16, he was quickly flushed from the pocket but kept his eyes downfield and throws an absolute dime to Caden Trevino in the end zone for a touchdown. Aggies poured on early. 17-0 now when UTSA finally looks to get on the board as Pettigrew finds wide receiver Elton Fry wide open in the secondary for a catch-and-run touchdown for the Roadrunners. 24-7 now midway through the second. Robert Pettigrew is going to take the snap, and then he's going to end up throwing his second interception to Jacoby Campbell of the half. He turns it upfield, but eventually he gets tackled this time, unable to take it back to the house. He was a step ahead of his matchup all game long and picks up his second pick here. We skip ahead to the fourth quarter. Scores down 34-7 with the Aggies driving. Wilson takes the snap and throws a strike to corner of the end zone to Caden Trevino for second touchdown of the game, and the route was on in South Texas. And on the following drive, adding insult to injury, Pettigrew is picked for the third time in this one, and this time is by linebacker Corin Johns. Aggies defense has seemingly been in Pettigrew's headset all game long. UTSA did add a touchdown late, but the Aggies rout them in their own stadium 44-14 to cap off a great regular season. Isaac Wilson ended up finishing this one with 247 yards and 4 total TDs, and the Aggies set up a date with the Boise State Broncos and a rematch of last season's Pac-12 title game, looking to go back-to-back and punch their tickets to the playoff. Please hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time.